Okay, we'll go ahead and get things started. Oberlin Marketing is a full-service insurance brokerage. We've been around for 30 years. We're excited to be able to help you, and we couldn't do this without you. This is a question that comes up so much of how do I get in front of more clients? And we want to help you with that. We know training seems to be a thing of the past with most companies, most places, and we want to be able to help you out, show you some ways to hopefully get in front of more clients, ways you probably already knew or maybe right in front of you, that we can hopefully help give some different ideas, some different options to make that a part of your practice. So we care about you. Oberlin Marketing is a full-service insurance brokerage. Been here for over 30 years, doing things the right way. We care about what you care about. We have so much information, so much knowledge that we know at the end of the day it doesn't matter if it doesn't apply to you and your situation. So we need to know what's important to you. Don't assume that we know everything about you. Don't assume that we don't have something to help you out. We have an amazing access to things that would amaze you if you ask, along with spend some time with me or any one of my experts just discussing what Oberlin Marketing brings to the table. We're a nationwide brokerage working with agents throughout all of the states, for that matter. I'll say we don't have much business in the Alaska side of things, but that doesn't mean we won't. So just wanted to thank you again. Oberlin Marketing's here to help you, whether it's Medicare, whether it's life insurance, whether it's health insurance. We're here to support you, anything encompassing your life, accident, and health licensing. So we'll get started today. Our number is 800-486-9739, and give us a call. Let us know what you think about this presentation. Let us know what could have done different. Let us know what you'd like to see. At the end of the day, it's what matters to you. And if we can help you grow, we're going to help us. And that's what matters, and we want to do it the right way. We care about you. We care about doing what's best for your clients. And that's a huge thing in today's market, to know that you have a back office partner, experts of 15 people, to be able to know they're going to do what's best for me and make sure that my clients have the best coverage that they can get. That's so important today, because if you don't sell them the best coverage and we do something just for commissions or just because it meets quota for the day, you're going to lose that business very likely and not build a very loyal customer base. So we care about doing things right, and that's why I wanted to bring this to you today. Help me get in front of new clients. My team, we've been asked that question so many times. The last couple of years, I think that's been the most popular question. How do I get in front of new clients? What do I do? Can you help me? Well, we can. We can. And I think it really comes back to getting back to the basics. Leads, and more leads. Today's environment, like it or not, leads are heavily promoted. Is that the right answer? Is that what you should invest into? Or is that what you should have your brokerage invest into? I'm going to say that there is no free meal still today. And if you're getting leads, if you're getting an abundance of anything, you're taking a hit, whether it's commission or you're handcuffed to that brokerage and they're growing their business and handcuffing you to not allow you to go outside of that. We're definitely different when it comes to that. We want to help your business grow independently. We want to help you grow and give you full commissions, while also negotiating some of the best lead opportunities available for you, if that's something you want to do, along with putting on trainings like this. We're going to take a little bit deeper dive into some areas that are right in front of you that you can build a lead source today and really help build your business to the next level. Breakdown of buying leads. We get this question so often. What is it all about? What's the best way to do? What should I do? Well, let's take a look at this. Mail lead drops. Buying 1,000 mailers. Those go to 1,000 residents throughout the area. That maybe, let's say you do a turning 65 mailer. Going out, and they have to respond back to that, and that is considered a lead. Response averages to those are 1 to 2% for approximately an average of $450. So I will say we've done many of these, and the 1% holds pretty strong, that if you get 10 back on that 1,000, a good closing ratio is 2. 2 of those 10. Depending on what you sell, if it's a Medicare Advantage, if it's a final expense, that may be very profitable to you. But on the other hand, that's a very big expense for a very low return. I'm not saying that it's not a valuable way to get in front of more clients that have actually requested information. I'm just saying if you're going to do something like a mail drop, let's do a little bit bigger volume of a mail drop, and so you can get a better gauge on, did this really work? Was it really valuable? Is it something I should do again? Make sure you manage that process. T65 list, on the other hand, I'm a big fan of, just because the cost. Some of these costs may be a little bit lower just because of some of our discounts, but actually I will say most of these costs I listed, we can get you a better deal than this just because of our size and our volume of what we do throughout the United States. So let us know if that's an interest of you. T65 list, or any list, you could pick any age you want. Turning 70, turning 80, turning 50. What target market do you want to go to? Clients turning 65 in the near future is the most popular. On average, you will get it'll be $80 for 500 names. That's very good because you're going to have their addresses. Most of the lead companies are also going to proof those to make sure that they're on that those people are not on the do not call list. So that's peace of mind for you to really build a business. It will take you to drip some of these people, but it is something that's sold to numerous agents. You're going to find that numerous agents are contacting that same client. So you better have a differentiator. You better be good because it's an extremely competitive market there. So that is the one negative. But what we found, it's all about consistency if you buy a list like that. You may not get the sale right now, but that kind of comes down to loyalty. And along with the trust, do they know you? They don't know you. Very rarely are you going to get that sale on the first call. Don't get me wrong. There are going to be situations where you do because either you're that good or your product makes sense for their situation. So, but you can't count on that. That's where a T65 is going to give you a nice list for you to manage 500 names, for you to drip them throughout time. If you can consistently stay in front of people, look at your own situation. How many times does life change and you need to make a change? You need to make an adjustment to your financial platform or your insurance platform. That happens a lot, but many times people don't make that adjustments to their insurance platform or to their situation in the correct manner. So the T65, it is a good option, but it's heavily saturated, and a lot of people receive those. Along with those people are inundated by materials for who's the best product, what's the best way to go. Preset appointments, that's another hot topic people want. I can sell, just get me in front of that person. I can sell to anybody, just get me in front of them. This isn't the way to go. For my opinion is you're going to take a drastic commission hit. And 25% of those appointments, from what I found, are actually there. You're going to make most of your money canvassing that neighborhood, trying to sell more of that product. Well, why even take the commission hit? Why even do that? And let's just start knocking on doors if you're going to go that route. That's not for everybody. By all means, it's not. But that's how I got started in the business, and I did very well at it. And I enjoy it. It's a great way to be in front of people, to step outside of this technological world, overstimulation of emails and phone calls and Twitter accounts and LinkedIn. So just a great way to get out there, and you can pick the neighborhood that you knock on the doors. So preset appointments. I just wanted, we don't want any smoke and mirrors. We're all about being very upfront. We're not saying these aren't good options. They are options, but you need to do your research and your homework to see if this is the best use of your dollars or the best use of our dollars. Do you want us to buy it? Sure, we'll make a situation up for you that makes sense. We want a win-win scenario. We're not the company that's going to cut your commissions. We're not the ones that want to handcuff you. We want to grow independent agent and agencies to be extremely successful. And we're definitely different than most of the brokerages. We're not going to dictate what happens. We want to follow what your direction is and really complement that. Supplement that with things that matter to you. Detach yourself from the results. This kind of goes back to what I've already discussed a little bit, is if you're going to do a lead campaign, if you're going to do something like a mail drop, you want to make sure and do a big enough volume that you can really manage that process. Okay, of the 1,000 that I did, what was my return? What were my sales? What area did I focus on? What is my target market? These are all factors that you really need to think about when you're doing these type of campaigns. You know, I will say I've done many lead campaigns. I've seen many leads done throughout the past, and most of them stink. Most of them really do. And if you're willing to work hard, if you're willing to work smart too, but work hard and do the activity, you're going to find that you're going to beat any lead system, any preset appointment, any one of those situations, and make a lot more money down the road, along with do what's best for your client. Along with, it seems like loyalty is a thing of the past today with most clients, with most agents in general. And I will say, I'm all about some of the statistics, is 80% of policies sold today on the insurance platform, the agent's never seen again. So they sell a life insurance, or they sell a Medicare case, or they sell a Med-sup. The client typically looks at that person as a one-hit wonder. They only have their dollar in focus for this, and are they really doing what's best for me? I'm never going to see this person again. 80% of the market, this is a paradigm shift that we need to make a difference on. Luckily, we work with amazing agents throughout the U.S., and that's what we try to focus on recruiting too. We care about doing things right, and along with, we care about growing your business. So if you're looking for that quick fix or the surefire way to generate leads, you're likely not going to find it. You're likely not going to have it, and you're going to have some young entrepreneur or an experienced business owner definitely take your lunch from you, because they're going to know what to do and they're willing to apply it. So you gotta think bigger, and you gotta execute. You know, I always like to say that, you know, if it were just all about my intentions, man, everything would just be amazing. But we need to apply those. We need to apply those intentions into actions. I'm not saying anything you don't know, but let's look at today. How many proactive calls are you going to make? How many calls are you going to proactively contact today and ask if you can earn their business? Well, if you don't make any, I can tell you exactly how many you'll have to follow up with, or how many return calls you'll get when it comes to that. So just think about that. You know, you hear a lot of analogies, you hear a lot of breakdowns of, you know, you only strike out when you swing, when you step up. Well, that's true. You need to be, one of the biggest reasons why people fail in this business is because of incorrect activities, or they're not being active enough. They're not thinking bigger, and they're not executing today. In reality, this business is not hard. It's all about education, all about consistency and integrity. And if you can know your product, if you can get the word, the message out there in front of the people and be consistent, you're going to be leaps and bounds past the competition, past the 80% of agents that are selling that case and never seen again. Never seen again. So please understand that. We've had a lot more jump on since we got going, but I just want to go back to, you know, take a look at that breakdown of buying leads. Is this the way you want to go? If so, talk to us. You know, we'll definitely get you some things set up, but you need to really take a good look at this. Regardless if you get some discounts and different breakdowns, it's something that you need to be serious about, knowing the numbers and knowing if this is the right direction for you. Back to basics. You know, it really comes down to that, is you look why there's a reason why some of the products that have been around forever are coming back, like the whole life insurance. You know, it's getting back to the basics. And that's what it comes to about getting in front of new clients. You know, never take for granted the basics of picking up the phone and knocking on doors. Never take that for granted. Pretty easy to target a market you want to obtain if you're knocking on doors. You can pick the neighborhood. You can pick the number, for that matter. Granted, there are certain compliance issues when if you're proactively marketing that you can and can't do, especially if you have the Medicare market. So time management is so essential. In this market, I speak with people every day, just in general, the general population. They let their day manage them, and they do not manage their day. I'm not saying that we're not going to have days that don't control us, but you need to have a game plan. You need to know, hey, what's your top priority of the day? What's your A, B, and C list? I need to get A's done. I'd like to get to B's and see if all the stars align. That's great, but at least you have a game plan to know if you have a downtime of 20 minutes, you can dig into controlling your day, dictating your day, and growing your business. When in essence, this is what you're making a paycheck off, is sales. What are you doing to get more sales? Are you just complaining because you're not making enough sales? Get on the phone. Get on the phone, make enough calls, and then let's start to look at the numbers. How many calls have you made? How many appointments do you have scheduled? If you don't control and know your business, my little catchy comment there is, if you don't do that, there's going to be no business for you because it's going to get out of hand. You're not going to be able to be consistently deliver good service. You're not going to be able to help your clients, and it's going to be out of control. So you definitely have to manage your day. How many appointments do you have scheduled this week? None? Great. Time to get on the phone and make some for tomorrow. Make some for next week. Don't discredit that. That's so valuable. If you're not the person, if you have call reluctance, or you just don't want to do that, hire somebody that will, or talk to your team that will. This is the way that businesses live or die. You have to be constantly growing while never forgetting the back door. Never forget your existing clientele. Never do that. Passion to succeed and resourcefulness in your areas. Time management, telemarketing, that goes back to what I said. If telemarketing is not your thing, you don't want to do it. You don't want to knock on doors. What is your target market? What would you like to do? Where would you like to go? And are you the right person for that? A successful leader is successful in many ways and many reasons, but one of those is they hire to their strengths or their weaknesses. If I know that I'm a strong speaker or I'm a strong marketer, but I'm not good in the admin side, then I'm going to need to hire that admin to complement what I can do well and what they can do well. They would never want to speak, or they would never want to market or knock on doors for that matter. They would want to process. They would want to process that paperwork. Don't discredit that. Don't know where to go, don't know who to use? Give us a call. Let's take a look at your situation and let's apply some things that we can make work for you. We've built a great business here for 30 plus years, and it's only growing. You know, we had our best year we've ever had in history last year, and we're on track to do that again this year. Pretty amazing to say that in the current economic environment. It is, if it's too good to be true, it usually is. You know, stick to the basics. Please, please stick to the basics. Let's take a look. You know, success comes from executing the basics well. Generating leads is not complicated. It's not complicated at all. Why do you think there are so many lead companies? And it takes three things: a great offer, something they need, offering to the right people, a reason to act now. That's what it all comes down to. Look at marketing. Look at the McDonald's commercial, the fishy fishy. You know, it comes down to, you know, they're trying to get that in your head for one, but the more and more you see that, the more consistency, that it definitely is going to hopefully bring you into there, and you're going to purchase. Whether maybe it's not that, but maybe it's something else they have. Similar theory in the grand scheme of things. Proper execution is complicated and requires you to work hard. It really is. You have to follow up. You have to follow up. It's so easy to market. It's so easy to possibly get the business in the door, but it's not that hard. But it's very hard to keep it in the door, or to keep that lead, or to make that lead actual profit to you. You know, follow up, follow through, and knowledge. It's one thing to follow up with them, but can you bring a value now to that call? That's a big deal. Where, yes, activity is paramount in many of these marketing situations, or to get in front of new people. But you have to have the knowledge. You make sure you do your homework. Consistency and integrity. It really does come back to basics. The reason why our brokerage is going and growing at levels that are just amazing, and other brokerages are saying, what are you doing? We don't have this secret answer. We don't have anything extremely special other than 15 plus experts that care about you and your business, and growing your business and doing it right, whether it's compliance, whether it's getting in front of new clients, whether it's entering a new product into your business, or being that resource for you. It's about doing things right, and consistency. Consistently, you give me a call, I'm going to call you back. I know of so many businesses or agents that we've taken, that we've ended up starting to do business with, because we actually call them back, or we actually do what we promise. We actually follow through with what we promise. That makes a big deal, and that's why there's so much loyalty lacking today. Think of the top 5 businesses. Think of why they stand out to you and why they just give amazing service. You're probably going to be hard-pressed to pick 5, because the places that just follow through are good. Oh, you actually did what you said. That's amazing. I can't believe that happened. So that, you understand what we're up against. Do you have existing clients? This is just a huge area that so many people take for granted. or they don't have proper management tools for their existing book of business. Take a look at this. Of your existing book of business, do you have their date of birth? Sure you do. Do you have the products you sold them? Or do you have that recorded somewhere? Do you know their dentist or doctor? Reason why I mention that, take a look at the other things too, but if you know, okay, they're with Dr. Smith, well, maybe you find you have another client that's with Dr. Smith. Maybe it'd be worthwhile for you to talk to Dr. Smith and let him know, hey, we have some mutual clients and I have their health insurance. What can I do to help you? And he may say, well, I'm finding more and more people that don't have health insurance. Granted, there's going to be a lot of changes there too, but you see what I'm trying to do is really build a network and build an opportunity for you need to talk to those people that are in front of your clients or in front of clients that aren't yours yet. If Dr. Smith has 3 of your clients, I don't think he only has 3 clients. I bet he has a few hundred. And of those few hundred, if we were to take the filter out, I bet we could take a look and we could probably find you 10 to 15 to 20 to 50 more clients just with that dentist or doctor. Maybe it's putting a brochure up in that dentist office. Maybe the plumber, for that matter. You look at the plumbers in front of clients every day. Yes, they're not going to be proactively marketing you as an insurance, but if somebody brings something up, it's a big deal to plant that seed, whether it's the auto repair shop or the funeral arrangement or the electrician. So don't discredit that. Those are right in front of you. Look at the places you go every day. Make a prospect list. This is back to the basics. What do you think that many of the captive carriers do today? They make you get a prospect list to see how likely you are to succeed in this business. Think about how many times you don't bring it up, what you do for a living, just because you don't want to be intimidated. You don't want to be that guy or that girl, with your client. Well, I believe that there's no one that you should go to that's better than your friends or family. We have invaluable resources, things to help people, help save their lives financially. You look at the health side of things, you look at the life insurance side of things, you look at the disability. So many people are focused on the financial planning or different areas where if they're not able to make that income, why aren't we talking about disability and coverage more? Why aren't we talking about Medicare? You look at this, people turning 65, they're going to get either a Medicare Advantage plan or a Med-sup. Very rarely are you going to find people that are only going to take Medicare Part A and B. So are you in that market? Do you need help to get in that market? We can help you do so also. Make this list. Make that list. Maybe it's only 50. Maybe it's only 100. Sit down with your friends and family or your centers of influence and make that list. You're going to be surprised with who they come up with. Local business owner right down the road. Or they may have some friends and family that you've taken business out on or you may have helped them, but their friends and family are in that same situation where they may need that coverage. Don't discredit this. This is a huge opportunity for you to really have a warm lead. And at the end of the day, it can just come down to, hey, did you know I sell life insurance? Did you know that I sell health insurance? Did you know I can help you on your Medicare coverage? I didn't know if you knew that or not. If you ever need anything, here's a little bit about me. Here's a little bit about my business. And, we know each other. We went to school. If there's ever an opportunity to help, let me know. I'd love to earn your business. Just asking for it in itself is huge, and it's going to be a step in the right direction. And when you have those warm leads, when you have those people that you already have connections with, what a great opportunity to make sure and stay in front of and to help spread that message. Those people hopefully are going to be cheerleaders for you. Selling realities. Take a look through this. I mean, this is just, I think it's a big deal. New prospects are essential to component to the future growth of your business. Okay, I know you know that. Selling is a numbers game, so embrace it. Implement action today, or no business tomorrow. You need new prospects, or all presenting and closing skills are worthless. I talk to so many people that say, if you can just get me in front of that client, I can sell them. I don't really believe that. I don't believe that, because if they could sell them, if they could do that, they would have already sold themselves to a company, or they would already have a client base big enough that they wouldn't need to get in front of more people, because their referral base that's coming through the door is so immense that they wouldn't have to get in front of more people like this. They would literally be turning people away. And I see many situations like that, but they're not the people saying, I just need more people to get in front of. I just need you to put me in front of people and I'll sell them. I'm amazing at selling. That may be true for a few and far between, but I really don't believe that in most situations. Activity. Activity is so important and will give you results. Don't get caught up on the details. 80% of new salespeople terminate in their first year. This is due to lack of prospecting activity. 40% of veteran salespeople experience one or more episodes of call reluctance. This can be severe enough to threaten their careers. We get at times, excuse the terminology or the comment, fat and sassy at times. We think we know it. We think we get it. We think we know this business in and out. I don't need to do that, or I'm better than that. Well, that's not true. That's not true at all if you want to grow your business. We can't be better than anything for that matter. We may think we are, but let's keep that inside and let's really move forward and make sure that we're using the proper activity to get in front of those new clients. Embrace change and move forward. We have so many people that are hung up on the healthcare reform, hung up on so many different ways. And I'm not saying there aren't things that I have extreme issues with. But at the end of the day, we know what's happening today, and we can only address that and make money today. You're going to get a paycheck, whether it be today or tomorrow or in 2 weeks. Let's take a look at that and how to grow that and do it the right way. And regardless to where future takes us, we'll pick up the ball, because if you're a smart person and you're knowledgeable and you're willing to apply yourself, it's going to be pretty hard to hold you back. It's going to be pretty hard in general. So don't forget that, the selling realities. Take a look at this. Today's world is very technological, but it still does come down to this. People buy from people they know and trust. When you make a cold call, do these people know and trust you? Maybe. Maybe they know you and you get lucky there, but more times than not, they don't know you. So take a look at that. That's just a great way to kind of give you a feeling of, okay, it's going to take consistency. It's going to take doing it right to grow my business. We can send you a copy of this also, just to let you know. Educate, educate, and repeat. We're in the education business, whether we like it or not, which I love it more than anything. We educate agents every day as you educate clients every day, to help them navigate through all the smoke and mirrors. There's so much smoke and mirrors today. There are lack of consistent agents with integrity out there that can make it in this business, that the few will survive and they will thrive today. So just take a look at that. Look at the education. Look at some myths we have there. Example of myths. Medicare will pay for my LTC needs. That's so far from the truth. My life insurance coverage needs to only be twice my annual salary. I have adequate disability insurance at work. That's so far from true. Even if they do have good coverage, it typically is only 50%. Could most of the people you know take a 50% salary decrease if they were to get sick or hurt? I'd be very hard pressed to think they could. It is always better to have employer-sponsored health insurance. That used to be the case. That's not any longer. There's a lot of ways that we can help you with that. Business management tools. Do you have these things in place? If not, there are ways that you're probably missing a lot of opportunity with existing clientele. We can help you with these if you don't have what you need. So definitely take a look at that. Time management is essential. Communication, client management software, presentations, that's going to be even more important moving forward, is online presence, is presenting webinars like this regularly, to get your word out there, to get your awareness in the industry. Helpful resources. Take a look at this. I just listed a few here, and the list goes on and on. You could probably add 100 yourself to this, but pick out 2 or 3 of these and really focus on them. Social gatherings, or Christmas or holiday, or potlucks, or real estate agents, or just different things, different organizations, different centers of influence that are in front of your clients every day, or in front of your prospects every day, and can help tell your story. Look at senior mobile home parks. That's more focused on the 65 and older market, but those people are hungry for somebody with competence and consistency and integrity to help out their people. And that's going to be an immense referral source in itself. You have turnover there, you have people come and go, and they're going to want you to get involved with those new residents. So take a look at that. As you can see, the opportunities, they're just so robust. Be creative. Use these assets. And if you're looking for different options, or you want different marketing tools for these different resources, let us know. We already have things that are, whether it's Medicare and CMS compliant, or just life insurance, or just health insurance. We have ways that you can market each one of these groups, whether it's putting a letter in the mail to the faith-based organization. Let's say you go to a church and you want to let them know what you offer, and maybe you could do a presentation for them. Maybe you do it on a quarterly basis. These are ways that you're going to get in front of more clients, and you're going to build your business for tomorrow. We support the direction of your business. That's what matters. That's what matters to us so much. What is that direction? What direction would you like it to be? Is it Medicare? Is it dental? Is it life insurance? Great. We have such amazing skills in each one of these areas that we care about what's important to you. So let us know. We don't know unless you tell us. Along with when we reach out or one of my team contacts you, we want to know what's important to you. What training is additional? What trainings do you need? Do you need long-term care training? Do you need dental? Do you need options on, hey, you know what? I just don't want to do this, and I also don't want to have the competition take my business. Will you sell this business for us and give us a commission on it, or give us a referral fee? We have those options too. We really have built a strong business on the health insurance side, the under 65, along with life insurance and some other areas. So while so many are pulling out of the health insurance market, we're having a great year, and we're only growing in certain areas. So let us know how we can help. Ways to contact a few of our experts. We have many more great experts than this, but we just wanted to give you a few and kind of show you some value that we have. You know, your average brokerage is 5 people or less. So you look at that and you say, you know, not only do we have 15 and growing every day, we are here and we've invested into your future, into our future, to do things right and to be a resource for you. So please give me a call. Please take down this number. If you have any questions, if you have any opportunities, if you have any situations for your own personal coverage, that's one of the best ways to take a look at what you can help your clients with. So with that said, we want to thank you so much for joining us. We couldn't do this without you. We care so much about you. We need to know what's important to you. Help us to help you support your direction, and we'll do our best to have great integrity along with be consistent and help you take your business to a level that you could have only imagined. So it's so important to have great partners, and we're excited to earn your business, and we couldn't do this without you. So thank you so much for joining us today. This will be recorded, and also if you need anything else, please let us know. Thank you so much from Oberlin Marketing. Have a great day.